These are the VITURE Pro XR glasses. Now, we previously looked at the non-pro ones, but these are brand new. So previously we looked at the VITURE XR glasses and it blew me away. I said this is the future of gaming and I didn't see how they could improve it, but they have. They've literally made it better. So these XR glasses have Sony micro OLED panels with ultra clarity, trademark, upgraded from 120 inch to 135 inch at 3 meters away, so they're 10% larger, but they actually seem to be more than that, like in use. They've gone up from 60 hertz refresh rate to 120 hertz. They've gone from 1800 nits to 4000 nits with a perceived 500 nits on the original and 1000 nits on these ones. They have an SGS A+ low eye fatigue certification, myopia adjustments, an electrochromic film which has almost 100% light blocking, so they're a lot dimmer than the previous ones, and of course we've got excellent Harman audio. So before we see what's inside the box, I just wanted to give my experiences straight off the bat. I absolutely loved the original ones. They blew me away, and genuinely when they contacted us and we've got a pro model, I really didn't know how they could make it better, but these improvements actually have. So going from 120 inch to 135 inch, even though they're like strapped to your face, I was like, how can they do that? But when you put them on, it genuinely makes the image a lot larger. And that's why I said I feel like it actually seems more than 10% increase. It feels more like a 20% increase, like actually in use. And with that increased brightness, genuinely makes the image a lot sort of brighter. And with that ultra clarity they've got, like it comes into play. The edges of the screen specifically seemed a lot crisper to me. Previously, if you kind of like tried to look into the corners and stuff, I felt like it was just a little bit, I don't know, I want to say soft. But with these, with the pro models, it is like, no matter where you look, it is crispy. Now, one thing I loved about the original was the electrochromic film. So you press a button and it dims the world. Because these are XR glasses, right? You can put them in and still see the world around you. And I love that. These are absolutely perfect for traveling. If you're like doing long haul flights or on a train or on a bus or whatever, you could totally use these, be completely aware of your surroundings around you, because you can see right through them and see the world, right? But you can also see the game. So you can see the game like floating. It's like a sci-fi movie. It still blows me away that we have technology that can do this. It's insane. And so anyway, you've got this floating game. You can see everyone around you, but if you don't want to see anyone around you, you can press a button and then it like a visor goes zoom, and then you can't see anymore like what's around you. Now with the originals, it did that pretty well, but you could still see past the darkness, right? So you had to get these like little covers that clipped on and then it made it completely transparent. However, these are like 99% light blocking now, and I tested them by sitting in the studio and looking outside at blinding direct sunlight. With the originals, pressed it and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. You know, it's usable. It definitely dims the world around you, but with the new ones, you could only just make out the window behind, and that is with severe light coming through. Now you can obviously still use the like shield thing that you put over it and then that blocks all light, but honestly, I didn't see the need to. So this is the box for the VITURE Pro, and when you open it up, this is the kind of experience you will get. Now, this is the glasses. It's exactly the same kind of case and everything as the original one, including the zipper, which I wasn't overly keen on. I wish they'd improve that, but that's pretty much my only concern. Underneath this, we get this box just here. Now, I didn't need to use these because the defaults work perfectly. They make it sit on your face better, because depending on your nose and the way your like face is and stuff, if you sit them on, it might be that the screen's too low or too high. So you need to check all of these different nose grippy bits to see which fits best for you to the screen placement that you're viewing. And now let's look at the glasses. So these are the glasses. There's the scratchy zip that I was talking about, and there's the glasses. Now in the top of the case over there, we do get the lead, but obviously I've been using it, so it's not in there. So they give you the lead, which magnetizes onto the side of this like so, right? And then you plug that into your device. And what we've got is a nice sort of burnt orange sort of thing going on here, which is indicating the Pro model, right? But the glasses themselves are really nice. They're obviously thicker than normal glasses because you've got a lot of crazy tech going on inside there. So there's like mirrors and the micro OLED screens up the top there that then like hit the mirror and reflect it into your eye. And then you've got the like film that dims and all that good stuff. And on the top, we've got myopia adjustments, right? So if you need glasses, just like I do, you can actually dial in your sort of settings if you want, so you don't need to use glasses. However, if you've got an astigmatism, then you will have to order like custom like lenses for them, but you know, that's a possibility. Now on the glasses as well, we do have a button and like a rocker for volume and stuff, and then these are the Harman audio speakers, and I have to admit, the speakers are insane. I thought the audio's gonna be where it lets it down, like it can't be that good. I was like, it's not got like headphones or anything, but I was so wrong, because the way that you sit these on and those speakers sit just in front of your ears, it is so good. Like the audio is really good. And obviously putting them on, you're gonna look like this. So I can still see my camera in front of me, I can still see my massive blinding light up there, but obviously I've got nothing plugged into this yet. Now there's various ways of plugging stuff in to these glasses and having these work, but I'm gonna use the Steam Deck just here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna slap that little connector on, and then I'm gonna just plug it in on the top. And now you can kind of see inside the lens, right? But you can see the game through there, or my Steam Deck, but you cannot see them at all from the outside. So these have complete privacy. So no matter what you're viewing into your eyeballs, whoever's around you looking at you cannot see. And now I want to demonstrate to you that film stuff, right? So this is transparent. You can see the Steam Deck like through it, right? So if I put it there, you can see the top of the Steam Deck. Let me press this button. Boom. Blocks out all the light. So press it again. Ching. Now you can see the glass like behind it in the mirror and stuff. Press it. Boom, there you go. And putting these on like so, like, oh man, I absolutely love these. I genuinely do. These are just ridiculous. They support 3D as well. But the biggest thing for me that's noticeable is the size increase, the brightness, and how clear the corners are specifically. On the original, they're really good. We do have the original as well, but it is a lot dimmer. The corners aren't as sharp, and the brightness is noticeable, like noticeably dimmer. And it's funny because I was testing these ones and I was like, I don't remember the original being that, you know, bad in terms of like dimness and stuff like that. And I immediately took the pros off, put the originals on, and I was like, wow, like there's a difference. But if you only experienced the originals, you'd be blown away. But these pro ones are a next step up. They are genuinely improved. Now, obviously I've got these in the Steam Deck, right? And the Steam Deck is powering them. It's turned the screen off. So I'm gonna actually save battery life as well, because I'm not powering this big screen on the front. But I can also play my games and stuff just like this. Or obviously I could pair a controller to my Steam Deck and then play that way if I wanted to, but I've been loving just playing it straight off the Steam Deck like this. Obviously it's going to work with like the Asus ROG Ally, and it does work with a Nintendo Switch, but we're going to look at that in more detail in a minute. There is a few buttons on the side, like I said. Now, if you just press once with that first button, it's going to sort of do that electromagnetic film stuff that makes it really dark or like brighten up, but then behind you've got the rocker. Now, one of them is going to be like up on the volume and down on the volume. Now, volume is not going to control your device, so you're going to have to control the volume of the audio here and your device's audio. So I've just been putting these to 100% and then controlling my device's audio to then get around that. But if I double press that front button, it now goes over to screen brightness. So now I can actually change the brightness of the image I'm seeing so that I can make it like a lot dimmer or a lot brighter. And there's now a bar that previously wasn't there that will say like how bright or how dim it's going. It's really good. But there is one thing that they've removed from the Pro that's in the original, and that was triple pressing the button, kind of made the screen stay there, and then you can move your head around and it just stayed there. But they've got rid of that. So now it's just wherever you look, you are seeing the screen. And now we're on to the new and improved dock, which is also a power bank, which is this just here. Now this now supports 3D content. It's got longer battery life. It's compatible with all standard USB-C displays, and it's lighter than the original. So this is just like a power bank, but it also acts as a dock. We've got an input here, a HDMI input, so you can plug in your like PlayStation 5 or something like that if you wanted to. This is your USB-C, so I could plug this into my Steam Deck, and then what I could do, because I've got the original original VITURE glasses as well as the Pro model, I could then put one of each in here and have them out. So that means I can actually play like co-op with someone. So me and AJ could have a pair each and have a controller linked to my Steam Deck, for example, and then we could actually play 2-player co-op, both wearing these glasses. It's mental, and it does work with a Nintendo Switch. So this is a mount for that. So I'm just gonna stick my Switch in like so, and I would pop this in like so, and now I've got the dock just there, right? And I'd then get this cable, plug it in there, plug that in there, get my cable for my glasses, plug it in the output, and now I can actually play my Nintendo Switch straight to the glasses, as well as having a massive power bank on the back there, which is going to give you insane amounts of battery life. Now, they do also do a mount adapter that we looked previously at in the original video, right, for the Steam Deck over here as well. So they do a Steam Deck one that sticks on the back, just like this one, and I think it's excellent that you can then plug in two, so that you could play 2-player. It's mental, as well as having that HDMI in as well if you want to plug in like your Xbox or whatever it might be. But I love the fact that they made these like mounts so that you could use your Nintendo Switch on it and be playing straight to your glasses. And then we have the Neckband. Now this thing is ridiculous. It's basically a little Android computer thing that you don't even need a games console for. You can literally just pop this around your neck and then plug your glasses into it, and you've got a slew of things on there. You've got cloud gaming, there's remote play apps on there, so you can remote play your Xbox or your PlayStation. It's insane. It's got loads of different apps like Netflix and YouTube and all that good stuff, and there's even an ambient mode that will then like make the screen smaller into the corner so that you can see even more of the world around you, and then you can bring it back up to full screen if you want. This thing is insane. So if you don't even have a games console and you actually just want to be watching movies and stuff, you could totally use this on the go. It's insane. And it supports Bluetooth controllers, which we'll look at in a minute, so that you can game on the go whilst that's connected to the neckband. So this is the neckband, and it does fold right up as well, like so, to fit in the pouch that they give you. But this thing is ridiculous. So you've got the cable there that goes straight to the glasses, and then you have this, which is your like media controller, right, in case you don't have a controller connected via Bluetooth, but you can also control it via the app. Now there is one thing I would say is that there is a mode that you can switch on in the settings for this, which is like lower fan noise, because this is basically a computer, right, and there is fan noise and you can hear it coming through the device. I think it comes out of here maybe, or on the bottom, I'm not too sure, but you can certainly hear the fans. If you turn it off, it definitely ramps it up and it keeps the thing cooler, but you can hear that. But I think this is a really good addition because you don't even need to be into gaming. You could be just into films or whatever, and you can just straight off use this, and you can directly connect this to your Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff. You don't have to, it's not like paired to your phone or anything. I paired this directly to my internet so that I didn't even need my phone, and I was just streaming games and watching YouTube and stuff straight from this. It's just insane. And obviously it supports 3D viewing, so with this you can just go and watch like 3D movies or whatever, and it also supports USB, so you can put in a hard drive or a flash drive or whatever with your own media on it and then get this to read from that drive as well. And then finally, they've teamed up with 8BitDo. Like, really? They've gone for Steam Deck OLED limited edition colorway, right? So we've got the transparent black with the orange joysticks, and I just wish Valve released the limited edition Steam Deck OLED in the UK. They didn't, and that's why I don't have the limited edition model, but this would be a perfect addition for that. Like, this is a really nice controller. I just love the colorway. I absolutely love the colorway. I wish they'd also released the Ultimate alongside, so you had a choice, because this is the Ultimate C, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. This transparent colorway is beautiful. This is one of the nicest controllers I've seen in a long time. The transparent black with the orange accents, I just love that. And this is a really nice controller. I've been playing my Steam Deck with this and everything, but what they've done is they've specifically like paired this with the neckband. So I've been connecting this via Bluetooth to the neckband, and then without having to use, you know, the buttons on the neckband thing, I've just been using the controller. So I've been streaming games directly to my eyes without a console, just using the internet and this 8BitDo controller. So what about prices? Well, none of this is cheap. This is for the people that have got the money. I wouldn't even be able to afford this kind of stuff myself personally, so I'm really happy that VITURE have sent them through to let us test them and stuff. It's amazing, so thank you, VITURE, because I would have never have experienced this level of tech without your help. So I do definitely appreciate being able to just experience what the world could offer these days. But if you do have money and you're interested in all of this stuff, again, use code 128KB for 10% off your order other than the glasses. But let's run down some prices. So the Pro glasses themselves come in at $459. That's the launch price that they are going with. And then we have the controller, which has kind of come in at $39. The dock alone, just the dock itself, right, comes in at $129. The mounts, you know, the little grippy thing that went onto the back of the Switch that I showed you, come in at $19. And then the neckband, because it's like its own computer, comes in at $179. So what are my honest thoughts? Now, obviously, VITURE have sent this to me to test out and everything, but that never sways my opinion on anything on this channel. But I have to be honest, I am blown away by the level of tech. Again, I didn't even realize this was possible until I started testing out the original one that they sent over, and they actually improved these. I would say if you've already got the original, I mean, it's a lot of money to upgrade to these for like marginal, you know, performance gains. But if you're brand new into this, then I'd highly recommend going for the Pro model. They're basically the same price as the originals were retailing at before these come out, right? And these are excellent. They are really good. That extra brightness really helps. That film that makes it even darker now, again, really helps. And for me, the edges of the screen being like ultra clear and just the overall size of the screen that you're viewing, it's just madness that you can even do this. I love the fact that you can see through them fully. So again, for traveling, I would use these on airplanes, on trains, on buses, whatever. Like, this is where I'd be using this, because I can still see out, see everything that I'm doing, and play my favorite games from my Steam Deck, from my Switch, or whatever I want to be playing on. It's just madness, this level of tech. So I definitely love where they're going with this, and I can't wait to see what the next improvement's going to be, because I didn't even think they could improve upon the first ones. So yeah, I genuinely think this tech is incredible. If you've got the money, then I think, you know, go ahead. You're going to have some great fun with these. They are really clear. That is one thing I want to stress. They are very, very clear. I was worried originally that they weren't going to be so clear. It might be a bit fuzzy or a bit muddy or whatever, you know, a bit blurry. It's not like that at all. It is super crisp. It's just ridiculous. So again, if you got some money and you want to spend it, check out the VITURE XR Pro glasses. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video today. If you have, like this video and subscribe. Become a member so you can see these videos early, and also, you know, you get an invite to our private Discord so you can come chat to us and all that good stuff. Check out mine and AJ's podcast over here where we talk about all things gaming, and check out, I don't know, maybe the original video over here, down here, so you can kind of compare against the two maybe. And yeah, anyway, bye.